Hello, folks. This is HexagonalSpy, the spy. We're come to this break-in announcement conversation. I'm back once again. I'm almost get preparations ready for my next visit for the Command and Conquer 3 Tiberian Wars. And it's going to be happening this week. There has been much views going on in the last video that I posted. Only 2 views of the video so far, and I have... In the last video I decided, and I've asked the question of which of the names you guys to vote on which name I'm going to be, name myself and as the Nod Commander and the Nod Campaign series of Command and Conquer 3 Tiberian Wars. So, in retrospect, and to save time and energy, and I've already picked up the name that's one of the choices of the list. I'll let you guys be the judgment on that. And if you guys missed it, I'm sorry that you guys hadn't be able to get to see it. But the last video is still in the channel, so you guys could check it out and vote on and see what you think about and which of the names you would vote on. Because I've already picked out the name that seems to be like a more general, like warrior faithful thing, and those are the hints that I just blurred out. So you can probably guess of which one of the names that's in the choices from the last video. So tomorrow I'm going to be getting started with the Command and Conquer 3 Tiberian Wars non-campaign series. And like I said before, the timeline in that game is going to be a little bit different. The missions that's going to be taking place is going to be before the GDI came in to retake the positions that Nod have already claimed about, like the Washington D.C. house or the White House and such, or even the docks that was the GDI's. Well, you guys are going to be seeing those missions to get you a heads up in the non-campaign, so that you guys will be in a good clearance. And and the name I'm going to be inheriting is going to be a little bit rebellious about different ideas for the Nods beneficial, and mostly Kane's beneficial. And so I give you Nod fans a good quote. It's going to be a Nod victory for Kane's vision. Yeah. And I'm going to have to say, doing the Nod campaign has been chaotic and the most fun than the GI campaign series. And that much I can agreed upon and to tell you guys about. The point being is that, well, it's going to be a format of talks of rebellion, like oppressed by being oppressed and wants to do like forced changes and such. You're going to be hearing a lot of talks about that and so on and so forth. And it's going to be like the test of faith or any other nonsense that you guys are going to be hearing about. So you guys are going to be hearing a lot about we fight for Kane or victory for Nod or any of those blur things out in the Nod campaign. And anyways, because so forth, alright, so once I do get finished with the Nog campaign, I'll be back into the Ultimate Alliance, the final act. And once I do get back to the Ultimate Alliance, the final act is going to be the tiebreaker of the ending finale of the masterpiece. So you guys are going to be seeing a good deal of a lot more action and drama and in the Ultimate Alliance of the final act. And in those side quest missions of optionals, you guys are going to see why I had to make sure that those are to be completed. In case you guys have been noticing of the side quest optional missions that I had to have completed. Like saving Namor, giving him a healing herb, or saving the mutant terminal on the Omega base, or saving some president douchebag that still has disagreements towards mutants that's been a racist and try to change his personality effect. And also about a search for Valkyrie's sword and such, and among those other side quest missions, optionals that you guys see me trying to complete it during the mission on the axe. So yeah, you're going to be seeing the reason about why in the final episode of the Ultimate Alliance. It's just not going to be happening anytime soon, because I'm going to be still working on this Nog campaign series I'm going to be working on. And right after the Ultimate Alliance series, there's going to be the work of the coming back into the Command & Conquer 3 Tiberian Wars once again for the final time, for the third campaign about the aliens and such that you guys are seeing are called the Scran. Unlike the GDI and the Nog campaign missions, the Scran campaign missions are going to be as short as the turtle couldn't be able to run faster than a rabbit. That's a trick question. That's a lie, absolute lie. There's a story about a turtle running, actually be able to beat the rabbit because the rabbit was being cocky, and because the turtle was actually been. You know what? That's not the point. Getting a little bit sidetracked of the point here. Sorry about that. The point being is that the missions of the Scran is going to be not as long as the missions of GDI and Non, because the missions of Scran is going to be a little bit like happening before, like after the GDI destroyed the Temple Prime and such. It's going to be the aliens' arrival, and that's how the aliens' missions get started, because they show up after the Temple Prime is to be destroyed. It's actually the reason why I tried to explain about the timelines of time missions that's actually been going on, and between missions of campaigns like the GDI and Nog campaigns, and even the Scrans. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much a good done deal on telling of those facts. Now, into another point. After the GI, after the Command & Conquer 3 Tiberian Wars series been finally put to a close, I will finally be able to move on to another new game series. Probably mentioned this a few times, but there's going to be a Marvel superhero single campaign series that's going to be shown up in the channel after after this grand campaign mission on the Command and Conquer 3 Tiberian Wars. And that Marvel hero is called the Incredible Hulk. Yep, the green superhero character from the Marvel hero universe. That's the strongest one there is. That guy. And his mission in this series is going to be revealing some spoilers about an old movie that has taken place before the first Avengers movie. So, if you guys have not watched that Hulk movie, the number 2 version, I suggest you wait until after you see that series campaign. After you've seen the series campaign of the Marvel hero of the Incredible Hulk, and that's going to be after the final mission of the Grand campaign on the Command and Conquer 3 Tiberian Wars. And that's pretty much about it about what I can think of. And I'll post comment on the name that I've chosen and give out details and reasons about why I've decided to choose that name, because in the last video there's not much views going on that video because people either hadn't been able to check that out because of their own time, or because they haven't clicked the bell button. I suggest that it gives out notifications. So I advise you guys to do that. Add, share, subscribe, and like, and notifications. So yeah. So I will get started with the non-campaign of the rebellious campaign on the Command and Conquer 3 Tiberian Wars for Kane's victory. And at the start of the opening of Nod is going to be something you guys definitely don't want to miss tomorrow. This is HexagonalSpy, the Spy, sign off and talk to you guys and see you guys later on the back end Command and Conquer 3 Tiberian Wars and on the Nod campaign for Kane's vision and for Nod's victory.